This is part 4 in the 10-part series on the Cochise Mod Shop's transformation of the Ibanez PS60. This episode is all about the neck. And what I'm doing here is I'm checking the frets to see if we have any high frets, or sometimes because of the change in the weather or because of the climate change from one part of the country to the other, you'll find that frets will pop out or just be a little bit uneven. So luckily when I did the check, the frets are in fairly good shape as far as being all level, and they're crowned correctly. So normally the Ibanez stuff is pretty good for that. The one problem is, you can see I'm trying to correct here, is that this guitar has been sitting in a warehouse in Des Moines, Iowa for a year. And as you probably know, I live way deep in the South, so the change in climate is taking a toll on the guitar, and the guitar's fretboard had dried out over the time that he spent in that warehouse. And there's fret sprout everywhere, so I had to go in and file and dress every fret because it would tear your hands up, but it's okay now. What I'm doing here is I'm polishing the fret after the fret dressing. And basically I'm using a chrome polish and a Dremel. And once that's done, we have to go back over it with a couple of different chemicals to clean off the excess polish, and then I have to go back and recondition the fretboard once again and leave it in so it can soak in a little bit. As far as the nut's concerned on this guitar, we're going to use the nut. Ibanez installs a really nice nylon nut, unlike those plastic nuts on some cheaper guitars. And since it doesn't have a tremolo, I don't think a graph tech nut is really necessary. So let's go on to episode 5 and see what happens